Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6. We're in Blusk. We discovered that there's something more sinister going on than just some people, hoarding some food of their own. Well, I mean, I guess something like that was actually going on, but now, well, the situation is much worse. However, the guy behind it all, Mangan, is right here, and he does not seem particularly threatening. So I'm definitely expecting shenanigans, but let's see what happens. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and buff, just in case it does come to combat right here, right now. We've already tried last time, figured out last time, or confirmed, I suppose, that we can absolutely just start attacking on our own terms. And that forces Mangan into a fight. I mean, if he's supposed to run away in a scripted manner and, force us to follow him into the underground and whatnot, then it's probably still gonna trigger somewhere along the fight before we actually manage to kill him. Or maybe not. I don't know. Either way, maybe that's not what's supposed to happen at all. Maybe we can just defeat him. And he is really just this weak. This man is obviously the leader of this little group of brigands. He sits back in an old, scratched-up wooden throne, probably salvaged from the ruins. His blade lies across his lap. He sits casually, a golden goblet of wine in his hand. He looks far better fed than the miserable clanfolk outside. He smiles, sips his wine, and says, "So, this day has finally come. A soldier of Avernum. The castle has finally noticed the goings-on in our little corner. I am Mangan. Tell me, why have you come here?" Well, he seems awfully unconcerned. Some brigands attacked me outside Blusk. Know anything about it? I mean, that's not why we're here. Are you part of the clan that lives here? We know he's not. I mean, I suppose technically I could have maybe just wandered straight through and into here without talking to any of the clansfolk outside, without learning what's going on. I'm here because of accusations of food hoarding. All excess food must be surrendered to the castle. No mention of them actually, Oh, also, I can't help but notice now that the brigands have already turned hostile on the map here. I mean, I wasn't exactly expecting... Well, I mean, I expected that maybe he would try to bribe me, but I guess them all turning hostile the moment we talk to him pretty much confirms that combat is inevitable, huh? Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, sure, okay. I'm here because of accusations and so on and so forth. He nods. This is what I expected. I knew this day would come. I only wanted to make sure that this was why you were here. Yes, we have food, lots of it. It is ours. We have every intention of keeping it. Why should we give it to you? It's not your food, it was stolen from the Firebrand clan, that's true. And they were, or would otherwise be, illegally withholding it for themselves. But I mean, they would be allowed to keep more, probably, than what they're getting now, right? More than literal trash. So they would still be slightly better off. They will hopefully still be slightly better off after we deal with Mangan and they, share their food with, the nation of Avernum as a whole. That's the idea, at least. Anyway, it's not your food. Your food or not, you cannot sit on a massive trove of it while Evernights starve outside. You'll give it because I'm under orders to take it. I mean, all of those three things, actually? They all have some validity to them? Yeah, I mean... It seems like mostly a matter of flavor here. It's not your food, it was stolen from the Firebrand clan. I mean, yes. What? You know that? That sniveling little weasel, Duffy. I told him not to talk. Well, I can deal with that after. No, you can't. You are woefully misjudging the situation here. Okay, well... You food or not, you cannot sit on a massive trove while Evernights starve outside. Sure. Oh, but you will find that I can. Your little ethical complaints don't bother us. Not at all. In this dark time, the ones who live are the ones who are strong enough to seize food and to hold it. Also, you have forgotten something. What? You are trapped here with us. Au contraire, my friend. You are trapped in here with us. He stands up. His blade is now in his hand. Avernum's army does not scare us. Avernum is done. Only the strong will survive now. Based on the expressions of the guards behind him, the army of Avernum still scares them very much. That doesn't stop them from aiming their arrows at you. Okay, the usual random begging for mercy dialogue option. That happens every now and then. It's always kind of strange to see this. I also feel a strange desire to pick it just to see what would happen. But I'm gonna resist. I kind of knew this is where we were heading. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's true. Yes, loyal to the last, but you will pay for your allegiance to a dying land. Today, I'm no longer Mangan. I am Warlord Mangan. Yikes. Delusions of grandeur much? My rebellion starts today. Behold the splendor of my beginning. He shouts a command, and brigands all around you spring into action. Okay. I mean, they haven't sprung quite yet. I guess we're gonna start by just one-shotting a couple of his friends here. Well, maybe not so much friends. There are like 3 guys outside. We're probably going to go ahead and attack Hawk, but I think he should be fine. Famous last words. Nice one-shot, I like it. Archer duel. Oh wow, that guy's weak. Also, very dead now. I like that. Okay, Mangan. Not the most impressive display, I gotta say. Okay, I like that. Decent start. Nice one. Oh, okay, I mean, you almost managed to reach Mangan. That's fine. Yeah, you can just go ahead and... Oh, that was... Another double hit might have been enough to take him out. I mean, again, the health bars sometimes are a little bit deceiving. Should have checked his health after that first attack. But it definitely looked like we took out 50% of his health in one swing. Or, you know, one series of swings. Oh. Oh, actually, you know, that's perfectly fine. Okay, sure. There, have a fireball. And... bye-bye. Wow. Mangan collapses to the ground. With his final moments of strength, he roars in anger. No, it can't be! How could a mere soldier have defeated me? Well, there were 4 of us. Which is only like 2 fewer than you people, and most of your men were really, really weak. So, yeah, well... kind of a predictable outcome here. Come, warriors, avenge me! Descend and destroy this intruder! Mangan lives just long enough to realize that this is the opposite of what happens. The bandits are fleeing. What bandits? There are no bandits left. You can hear gates and doors being thrown open and brigands shouting in panic. Flee! Grab the food and flee! Oh no. You can hear them running downstairs. Their leader is gone and soon they will be too, but if you don't hurry, they'll take the food with them. Oh, so that's what's gonna happen. That's kind of annoying. I wonder how much of a time limit there really is, or if there even is. I mean, I guess the game does have ways of keeping track of how much time passes. I mean, it obviously does. It can just count the number of steps I take. Okay, well, first things first, you know, most important things first. Nimble sandals, 1 to dexterity. I don't know. Oh, we cannot switch characters because we're in combat. Yeah, fair enough. Plus boots, I mean, he only has heavy boots, but then again, these really don't offer much. Mostly because dexterity isn't really a combat... I mean, it is a combat stat in a way, I guess, but it doesn't help with damage, you know? And that's really all I'm after. Warriors and archers are aided by the skill, but only because it helps with hit chance. So in a way, you know, up to a certain point it's useful, but... against roughly, you know, enemies of roughly a level that we're supposed to be able to deal with, we have no trouble hitting... hello? The shouting and scraping sounds echoing through the halls are growing stronger. The bandits downstairs are working as quickly as they can to gather food and supplies and haul them away. The only question is whether they are going to emerge and Blosk, or have a tunnel down below they can use to leave the city by another route. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should be more worried about running out of time, and yeah, maybe I should have just stayed in combat mode Even though that's kind of annoying. And we can't... we can't use stairs out of combat anyway, or in combat rather. Blusk was once a successful farming community and trading hub. The merchants far preferred doing their business here than in the wild town of Darman. They constructed a long series of storage bays under the city. Now Mangon's bandits are down here. You can hear them shouting in the shadows, gathering up the precious food and carrying it away. They must have an escape tunnel down here. If you want to save some of the precious food from these rogues, you will have to hurry and chase them down. Yes, yes, yes. I get it. I mean... I get that that's what you've been telling me, game. I just... still unsure about the exact implementation. But, I mean, try to hurry up, kill bandits. Oh, okay. This brigand was running and fighting with several small sacks of dried mushroom meal strapped to his back. As he falls, the meal falls to the ground. Oh, is that just it? Are they gonna drop mushroom meal? You leave it here. Oh, never mind. Soldiers will surely come out from Darman to collect it soon enough. And the more brigands you are able to catch, the more food you will recover. Okay. Oh, hello? Kind of running the wrong way. You're trying to get away from us or trying to get anywhere? Maybe they were just heading for the stairs. Almost a one-shot. Okay. They are dropping the stuff, though. We can pick up at least some of it. But, yeah, okay. I mean, visually, it seems like there are a lot more, you know, sacks of flour lying around than I'm able to pick up. So I wonder if... if it would be okay for me to pick up the ones that I can't physically see as items. And, you know, the game is still going to count a certain number in my favor, I don't know, based on the number of enemies defeated. They even have goblins down here. Huh. Oh no, I didn't think that was going to use up all of my action points. Oh well. Ah. The idiot AI never ceases to impress me with its stupid decisions. Of course, I also never learned to actually not rely on it ever. But, you know, I still blame the game. Okay. More brigands and a bunch of fungi. I mean, is this really a time thing, or is the game just... does the game just say that to get me to, I don't know, to make it sound like it's like there is more urgency here than there really is? Because so far these enemies have been basically just standing around. Maybe they will eventually disappear or something, I don't know. But yeah, now these seem to act just like normal enemies. I don't know. Could go either way. Actually, I'm gonna shoot that guy. And then you can do that. Oh wow, nice. These fungi are apparently pretty weak. Oh yeah, 30 health. Nice. Okay. Right, also not every single bandit drops meal sacks, looks like. Oh. Right, we weren't quite done here. You guys kind of blend in. Apart from the health bar, but, you know, I'm good at just not seeing things, I guess. Okay. So, is there a passage around that corner, actually? I might need to worry about that one. Uh-oh, but we can't really split up as a thing. Right, there's a limit to how far away from your party members you can be, or is that only for purposes of ending combat? We'll see. You know what? Just heal the mage before he wanders off to random caverns. Okay, that's just a dead end. Wonderful. That's what I was hoping for, although that does raise the question. It does seem to connect to something, and it seems to be on the same level as this here. So, yep, there's a button. I see it. Okay. But, I mean, there shouldn't be any enemies in any secret passages, right? I mean, I guess it's not impossible. I suppose, since these are basically their tunnels, they would know about any secret passages and might be hiding there on purpose. You know, waiting for us to run past, only to sneak out and up the stairs. Nice. Even leveling up from slaughtering all these extremely weak enemies. Okay. Can we open this? We sure can. Whoop. Doesn't look like there's anyone in there though, but there might be some more bandits over here, maybe? Okay, I mean there's another door, which we can also open. Oh, okay. I mean they're not going to be behind a force field, so... There's that at least. Okay, something's going on here though. Should probably make sure to gather all my party here, which unfortunately means maybe waiting around a little bit. What is going on up here? Uh-oh. You reach the final storeroom under blast just in time to see a gate at the north end slam shut. Does that mean that I was too slow, or was that guaranteed to happen? It seems like something that would have happened anyway. But who knows. There's a tunnel leading away to the north, obviously the bandits' escape route, but it's sealed now. As Lysarikai blocks your path, you recognize him from the front gate. It's Solik, right, that is true. We never ran into him again, and I didn't even wonder about it. His spear in his hand, ready to use. Is in his hand. The others flee, I am here. I am no coward. I will do what they could not. You are tired, warriors. Not particularly. Sorry to disappoint you. You die, and all your wealth is mine. As he speaks, a human warrior and a goblin step out of the shadows to join him. You can cut off their escape route, but there is one final obstacle before you can leave yourself. What? You can cut off their escape route? No, I can? What? I'm not entirely sure what the game means by this. I mean, I'll just kill them. They're not going to escape. I assume they are my final obstacle before I can leave. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I wasn't planning to leave them alive. But their escape routes, I'm not these guys, I guess. But their colleagues have already used it, which is, you know, a bummer. But I believe not something I could have done anything about. Also, they're not actually actively attacking me, which is weird. I don't know how... Oh, okay. It just took them a while to gather up the courage, I suppose. Yeah, he's unfortunately just about... I mean, unfortunately for him, he's just about as weak as his boss was. Oh, so close. I mean, that just means that Lulu gets to do the honors. Those guys haven't even really started realizing what's going on. Oh, also... They're significantly stronger than any of the other bandits. I mean, good for them, but ultimately that doesn't help them either. You know, just for good measure, I suppose. We're gonna go with a war blessing. Oh, Shaman Crasa. Oh wow, you know what? Sniper Printington, I wasn't even paying attention to their health at all. Didn't even realize they were also named. Whoops. Ultimate disrespect. Of course, in that case, nice one. We take out the shaman first. There you go. I did not mean to click on that, but... There you go. Wow. Sounds has been absolutely wrecking stuff left and right. Okay, well, I mean, the escape tunnel to the north has closed. That connects to this place, though, right? Is that on the same level? It might be. There is no way to tell, though. I mean, height differences Unless things are literally right next to each other, you cannot tell. So, who knows? But, yeah, that might connect over there. Either way, I mean, I'm assuming that we could not escape, we could not prevent at least some of them from escaping. And we have slaughtered the vast majority of them, probably, so... Oh, sharpshooter. Congrats on your new cloak, I guess? I mean, it's slightly less defense. I mean, slightly less fire resistance. But, yeah, obviously we cannot not take that. Grounded boots, heavy boots 6 armor, grounded boots 4 armor, and some energy resist. You know, sure, until we find some magical sandals or something. I guess we can take those. I suppose I'm also going to take all the bags of meal that I can actually take. Maybe I should. Maybe I should, you know, turn in the quest first, and then return and pick up anything that might still be around. Honestly, I don't expect any items that are physically on the ground for me to pick up to disappear. I don't think that's really how this is gonna work. But I'm not 100% sure, of course, so, you know. Just in case it contributes to some sort of greater reward, I might as well suppress my greed for now. Slow spears. 2 slith spears? Why was... What's his face using 2 spears? You'd think that if he was dual-wielding spears, it would have been mentioned, because that's kind of badass. Anyway, blast gauntlets are obviously of no real use, or are they? I mean, no, it's just 5 armor. It's not that good. So thanks for the 250 gold. What have we here? Oh, that's the shortcut to the entrance. That's useful. Except that I'm obviously going to return and loot this place. Okay, this connects to more of the fortress upstairs. And there's a lot of loot for us here, even, you know, even if we're not counting any of the sacks of flour. Sorry for any noises in the background. Of course, just as I start recording, the cat decided that it's a good time to go crazy. Which is literally every time. Fine lances. Those are new. They look exactly like steel javelins, but they are quite a bit better. Okay. I mean, I suppose we'll take those, sure. Invulnerable potion? You don't have those. No, I guess I decided to give him those. Just so I don't use them up accidentally. Fiery wand. You have a fiery wand. Sure, you can have another one. Right, we also opened up this shortcut, of course. Alright, we never fully explored these quarters because I was kind of trying to hurry up. Man, part of me still wonders, like, throughout this whole little gauntlet, this whole little sequence, I never quick save, right? Because, well, for one, the enemies weren't threatening. I never felt in any kind of danger, and, well, yeah, I wasn't. But also, part of me was wondering if I maybe wanted to reload to before all of this happened, just to make sure to you know, not lose any time at all. Maybe even attack the bandits first to get even more of a head start. You know, just to see if maybe there's a different outcome. But I mean, I really, really doubt it. And either way, it seems like the outcome that we got is pretty good. Most of the sacks in this pile are empty. The few that aren't are full of moldy mushroom meal left behind by the bandits. It's all worthless. Oh, okay. Wait, but this one here had good meal in it. Blessed short sword. Ooh. 10 to 20 damage. Worth 700. A lot more than a steel broadsword. I mean, it's one extra base, you know, low-end damage. But so much less maximum damage. Obviously, that's a way worse weapon. It's short sword rather than broadsword, but I really doubt that makes a difference. Weird. Why does this exist and why is it considered so valuable? Who knows? Right, this is also moldy. Okay. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna save. That's just paper. What's in here? Oh, energy restore. Alright. Obviously extremely unnecessary, but thanks, I guess. There could be a spellbook around the corner here. Well, I suppose I literally just saved, so why don't we go ahead and use a piercing crystal? That worked. There is a spellbook. The old spellbook has been down here, forgotten for years. Mold has irreparably damaged most of the pages, but a few are still readable. You spend a few minutes browsing them, and your time is well rewarded. Well, not just rewarded, actually. You learn an incantation that calls allies from the Ether to aid you. Your skill with the spell Minor Summon increases. Right. And unfortunately, that is pretty useless. I mean, I'm sure it's not entirely useless, but is it worth one of my 3 piercing crystals? I'm gonna say no, not for now. I'm gonna take a note about it. Oh, I never clicked on this. Hello. The moment I said I'm gonna take a note about it, I was thinking, wasn't there something I meant to, or I said last time that something also not particularly important, where I said that if I remember I'm going to take a note about it. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I ended up not taking any notes. So whatever that was, that might just be lost. Well, I mean, I could always watch the last episode, but you know. Is it really that important? Probably not. Some good drops here, though. We cannot go up there, no. Obviously not. There's some more meal that I could pick up. Lots of healing potions, I like it. Sure, you can have another. Energy potion, this was just a dead end. No buttons here. Aha, I thought I saw herbs there. In fact, this looks like a pretty herby area, but I don't see any more on the ground. Okay. Dagger, speed potion, those actually go to him. Steel javelins, curing potions, sure, have another one. Cavewood bow. That's also spoiled, okay. Bronze short sword. There's the button, there's the secret tunnel. In the chest. With an energy elixir, we have 2 of those now. Gold bars just for selling. Speed burst scroll is for keeping forever without ever using. Yeah, a lot of stuff in here. Huge amount of loot, actually. Iron shield, whatever. Healing potion. Normal javelins. Sure, might as well, I guess. I think I left some somewhere. But, you know. Not a big deal, obviously. Okay. We did... Yeah, initially I wasted some time by sticking around here and looting stuff that these first few bandits dropped. Again, I don't think it really made a difference. Some small part of me, in the back of my mind, cannot help but wonder if that's really true, but, you know. Oh, that's closed. Interesting. So we have to take this other exit. Wait. Hold on. We are actually trapped in here, so we have to go through the underground. Interesting. So this shortcut here doesn't really matter, ultimately, because we have to take this exit here. Oh. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Okay, had we finished looking around up here? I think so. Oh, well, we certainly weren't in here. drops from the rats, but some more random stuff. Spine shield, sure, why not? You also never leveled up. Okay. 5 skill points. I said I was gonna save up skill points for someone. Yeah, for him, for mage spells. Exactly. Okay, and he has 1 left over, which I could use for pole weapons. I think that might have been my plan, which seems like a decent plan. She has 5. Could go Blade Master, could go dual wielding, which is super cheap. Right, but that's also only hit penalty reduction, whereas Blade Master, for example, which you can afford, is hit and damage increase. Could go for more quick action as well. I don't know, maybe 10 quick action is a decent value to aim for. I could obviously use more hardiness and defense. I have obviously been focusing more on offensive skills than defensive ones. But that's been working out mostly. I mean, I doubt the enemies that I have run into that are absolutely destroying us, that have absolutely destroyed us, I doubt even like 3 or 4 levels in extra hardiness or defense would have made a difference there. So it seems like mostly, you know, higher level in general and better equipment are going to make a much bigger difference there. So I don't know, quick action. I really like my quick action, and we have been hitting things pretty reliably lately. So sure, let's get 1 extra level here. Still, cost 4, and we have 1 point left over. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Maybe I'll just get that to 10, and feel like that's a value I can be pretty happy with. Have we been everywhere else though? Actually, I could have sworn we had this whole room here already on the map. Like, that's why I thought we had already seen all of this. I guess we had looked in through this window here and thus seen this room, but this corridor should have been at least partially unmapped. I guess maybe this part actually was. Yeah, it must have been because we didn't see the rats before. I don't know. Or they respawned. It's also possible, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused about that one. But only a little bit. There's... Huh. Everything, every little square here has been explored, except for this. That's a little bit curious. But there's not a whole lot of room for buttons. Yeah, I mean there certainly don't seem to be any, so I don't know, maybe that is actually just unused space. Kinda weird, but stranger things have happened. Hello, Duffy. Mangan and his bandits will trouble you no more. However, Avernum will, I guess. Duffy nods. I'm very grateful. We all are. You have saved us. Well, saved us from the bandits anyway. We will surrender to the castle anything it desires. We only ask to retain enough food to survive. I'm sure they will grant us that. I mean, yes, that's the idea. Well, he'll probably get about 3/4 of that. 3/4 of what they need to survive? I mean, I hope the game's just being sarcastic here, because, I mean... You know, if we're talking about literally what they need to survive, then, you know, any less of that, and people are gonna die, so let's hope that's not what's gonna happen. Anyway, what will you do now? We must wait. Avernum will sustain us no longer. We will hope that a route to the surface opens for us, and we will flee this land, our home. Yeah, man, sorry about that, but I mean, that's pretty much true for everyone, everywhere, right, these days, you know, so it's, you know, kinda sucks. But also, I mean, while they have maybe stockpiled a good amount of food, while their mushrooms weren't blighted, they're in the same situation as everyone else now, right? So their food stocks would have dwindled over time anyway, so they could have held out a little bit, you know, for a little longer. But ultimately they would have had to, you know, do with a lot less. So it was just a matter of time. So I really don't feel too bad about, you know, having their stuff taken away from them Anyway, we dealt with that. That quest was actually from the mayor in Darmon, right? Where is it? The Blood's quarters, right? Yeah, Mayor Asnavor claiming to act on behalf of King Starus, which I mean, I suppose as an official mayor of Avernum, he kind of does. I just really hope that he's not going to try to, greedily claim more for his own people than they are owed. Because if he does, well, we'll see if we get a chance to deal with that. And the Lost Blood supplies, that was from Patricia of Darmon. Well, no, not from her. I don't really know where we got that quest. But I know where to go to report it. So we'll do that. Patricia is thrilled to learn of the location of the lost cache of supplies. I will go quickly before the looters help themselves. She gives you a sack containing several bars of metal. A fair trade. These should be of use to you. Fine steel, very good. Gold bar, gold bar. Actually, that fine steel might be enough to allow us to have something else crafted, just to, take a look at it. For now, I'm going to sell things. Bars of iron. Right, there's the fine steel. We don't want to sell that. Okay. Wow, and suddenly we're up to, well, we're already up to a very respectable 7,800. And now we are at 9,200 coins. Awesome. I mean, that money is going to be gone fast, though, as soon as I find somewhere to spend it. So while it looks kind of impressive, it really isn't. Okay, 4 bars of fine steel. Surely we can do something with that. Okay, breastplate, shield, leggings, halberd. That's all, right? That's all the different things you can make. Okay, I forget what I had. Okay, I guess it would have been the shield. I think at the time we only had 2 fine steel, and we have found 2 extra since. Breastplate is the most expensive one. Let's just take a look. It's just a breastplate. I mean, that's kind of what I figured. That's how these things typically go. And every single time I wonder in what situation this would actually be worth it. I mean, that's a huge investment of resources. And yes, it's a decent piece of armor, I guess, just in terms of pure defense and stun resistance. And the stun resistance is pretty huge. Sure, but it's also extremely bulky, of course. But most importantly, there are armors in the game, I know that we will have eventually, that are just as good defensively, plus providing some sort of bonus, and maybe even without the hit chance penalty, or with at least a lower one. So while this might be well, maybe even a decent upgrade for at least a little while, it's certainly not a game changer, and it's, in my book, it's not worth using these very limited resources on. Unless there's literally nothing else, nothing better to make with it. In which case I suppose I could. But I mean, I'm vaguely hopeful that maybe the halberd is good. I don't know though. Let's check out the leggings, the greaves. Yeah. Okay. And for some reason they're called radiant and not blessed, but it's basically the same thing, right? 6 armor, 7 stun resist, 10 armor, 10. Yeah, I mean, it's much less of an upgrade than the breastplate would be. It doesn't come at a higher hit chance reduction, so that's nice, I suppose. But yeah, very unimpressed here. Okay, the halberd, just a blessed halberd. I mean, I don't know what I expected. That being said, damage-wise, 15 to 60? Okay. You know what? That is by far the best upgrade out of all of those. So I'll happily take that. It's a different type of attack, but I can't imagine the halberd attack somehow being worse in some way than the slith spear attack is. I mean, how could it be worse? The numbers are speaking a very, very clear language here. And I even wonder, I have wondered before, I know, if maybe the halberd attack has this built-in cleave effect that I want to say halberds in the remakes have, or I don't know, some other Spiderweb games do have that. I think just inherently. Maybe it's a thing here, maybe it's not. Either way, it should not be worse. And I think it should actually be better. So yeah, nice. Let's just assume that that's the case. Now, I think I'm happy enough with that to actually save. I mean, we still have some fine steel and focusing crystal, a focusing crystal. So, you know, it's not like we used up all of our resources. And there is going to be more to be found, obviously. Hello, Mayor Asnavor. Blusk's food was being held by a group of bandits. They have been destroyed. Yes. This does not surprise me. It would take a true rogue to brazenly defy the law of Avernum. How much of the food were you able to save from them? Most of it? Ah, man. Now I really wonder. I mean, what I could do, I have my hard save from before the episode, obviously. I could just try to speedrun, basically. I mean, that's the idea, of course, anyway. If I'm going to redo the whole thing, to do it as quickly as possible. But, you know, I feel like it should really not take very long if I focus only on that. Of course, I would do that off camera. I only wonder if I should do that right now and report back with the results immediately, or maybe try that in between episodes. Well, first, let's see what we get out of this, if he's going to be super obnoxious about it, or, you know, most of it. I mean, we did get at least 300 coins in a terror wand, which is decent, I suppose. You describe what happened to Asnavor. He's quite satisfied. Oh, okay. Quite satisfied sounds good, but maybe he could be more satisfied. Considering the circumstances, this is remarkable. I was afraid that nothing would be recovered. Okay, I mean, that sounds very positive, actually. Maybe this is the best outcome. It could absolutely be. Here's a gift, a token of our gratitude. He gives you a pouch of coins and a wand. Also, you have upheld the law of Avernum, and for that you should be sincerely thanked. Return to the castle. You have completed your task, and very well. You show potential as a warrior of our land. Wow, okay, I mean, I don't know why I expected him to be a jerk about this whole thing. But, well, I mean, it doesn't seem like he is in this case, so... Sorry for doubting you, my friend. Do you need any more help with Blusk? Not at this point. I think they have learned the foolishness of their disobedience. Right. I don't suppose Darman is free of Scribane yet? No, not yet. Somehow new sellers have come in to replace those... Ah, right. He did say that. You know what? I kind of doubt it's actually the case, but just on the off chance, I'm going to take a look and see if new people have actually moved in immediately. It would be kind of funny, honestly, if they did. No new ogre guards. Nope, no one here. Okay. Keep out private, I mean... Yeah, there wasn't anyone in here in the first place. Oh well. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you cannot actually get rid of the Scribane for good, but I mean, I suppose that would be a lot to ask for just a random group of 4 soldiers, you know, to solve this huge issue that's been that's been going on for a long time, just like that, you know. Well, I mean, I think we're completely done with Daman then, right? Flawless crystals. Right. I think we have a few of those to turn in. I guess I could do that real quick. Crystal spawn. I mean, looking at the timer, 45 minutes. No, I probably. Well, I mean, I kind of want to end the episode. Of course, we have kind of finished a major thing, and you know, would be a very, very good stopping point. We could do something minor, like, you know, see if the crystal spawn is still as impossible as it used to be. Or the construct test, perhaps. Ice Wraith. Or was I thinking of the Ice Wraith? No, that's the one below Patrick's Tower. That one we haven't tried in a long time. I wonder if one or two of these previously impossible encounters might actually have become possible by the time, or you know, by now. Worm, certainly not. Right, and these last few things we cannot deal with, because we cannot get to the abyss yet. Well. We can absolutely, definitely turn in the flawless crystals. I mean, we do have some, right? 2. Well, it's not that many, but we'll see. Flawless crystals. 2 of them. Okay. No special rewards this time, just money and some experience, I guess. But since we're right here, I guess this is gonna be the one thing that I try before I end this episode for real. Crystal spawn. Yeah, I mean, this is just not gonna work. Basically, yeah, we still need a way to deal with these constantly resummoned, whatever they were, sparks of light or something like that. I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. Okay. Might as well use the cloak, even though I don't think that's gonna matter at all. I could activate Spine Shield, but I kinda doubt that's gonna make a difference. But then I'm never using it for anything else, so might as well. You have Speed Potion, but we are hasted, so that's not gonna do anything. In fact, I mean, yeah, we're pretty much always gonna have the haste spell going on, so these Speed Potions probably never going to be useful. Battle Crystal, Battle Blessing. Have I tested that and confirmed that it's just the same as the War Blessing spell? Actually, it might not be. We have 6 of them. That is an additional thing. Somehow. Maybe that's regeneration. I think that icon got added. Madness. Spell Ward. I mean, that might help. Control foe, probably not. Likewise with Madness, I don't think these enemies are going to be susceptible to that. Acid Shower, Steel Ward. That is yet another effect. Make it vulnerable. Whoa, wait. I mean, it does have 636 health. Maybe that seemed like a really huge amount at one point, but honestly, we can deal a ton of damage to it. Oh, okay. Of course, now things are starting to happen. As you engage this powerful shade in battle, the crystals around it begin to glow and pulse with energy. Perhaps the shade was attracted to these stones, or maybe they created it. Either way, wisps of light begin to emerge from the crystals. They float toward you, little sparks of lightning flying from them in all directions. That's right, okay. The Spine Shield did some work here, actually. Quite a bit, in fact. 41 damage for each time it attacked us, which is more damage than it dealt to us. So that's nice. However, yeah, there are these charged wisps. Can we one-shot them? Well, yes. I forget what they do, though. How bad are they? Maybe I should have focused just on the boss. We're dealing a lot of damage to it. It's really close. Okay, it summoned more stuff and it killed itself. We might actually be good. I mean, I was kind of hoping for these things to just disappear. Oh, okay. That's what they do. They suicide. Oh my god. However, that being said, because the most recently summoned ones, that's why I attacked the other ones. Oh, okay. Was she stunned? She didn't get her turn, right? Yeah, okay. Wow. That worked. And I think... would it have worked without all of these buffs? Maybe. Or maybe we didn't need all of them, at least. I mean, what would have made a difference, really? Honestly, the Spine Shield helped. The Spine Shield definitely helped. Everything else? I don't know. The boss, the attacks from the boss itself... You know what, honestly, I was going to maybe try fighting this thing again off camera, you know, in between episodes, seeing if I could win without using all the resources that I did use. But honestly, I have those exactly for this kind of situation, and some of them might have actually helped to make a difference. And even if they were wasted, whatever, I would have just not used them, most of them anyway, in all likelihood. So I am just going to roll with this. The fact that Lulu died after the boss died, no big deal. I doubt these summoned sparks even granted any experience in the first place. So, yeah, and we get for this parry, gymnastics, defense. Very, very valuable. At least the game thinks so. It doesn't give the elemental resistance, of course. But her fire resistance is really good. Her armor is decent as well, and this is only 2% armor anyway, so basically nothing. Parry, gymnastics, defense. That's nice. I mean, what do you have? You have energy resist. And are you lacking in that regard? Not particularly. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of waiting for the cold resist ring for him, right? Because that's the area where he's weakest. Of course, that being said, he would benefit just about as much from the Shadow Band. They're basically equivalent, and they're both going to be in the front lines, so they will both benefit from these. I don't know, I'm going to give it to her, just because it feels like the parrying would make more sense for a dual sword user, just, you know, basically for role-playing reasons. It's not a huge deal. Doesn't really make a difference. The terror one we got earlier, that's right. 15 to 60. That's decent. Alright, she's dead. I was trying to switch to her. Null one. We have a terror one, though. Someone does. Maybe Lulu does. Either way, I mean, you can hold on to that for now, actually. Might not be a terrible idea to have a magical attack option on my fighters. Okay, awesome. So we did take care of that. In fact, that was the crystal spawn. Portmaster Bronner. Well, we obviously want to revive Lulu before reporting that. The crystal spawn has been destroyed. Has it? Well, one less thing to worry about before I depart. And I suppose you will be wanting some payment for your aid, yes? I mean, that is customary, yes. I suppose I will have one of the storerooms downstairs unlocked for you. I hope that is sufficient. There's little else we can spare. I mean, depending on what's in there, that should be good. Okay. Is it this one? Sure is. Oh, can we please enter? Thank you. Ah, my god. I have more trouble than usual clicking on things today. I feel okay. There's some fine steel to replace what we used. Disruption wand. Steel gauntlets. I mean, okay, sure. Disruption wand. You have the rod of defense. Oh. I guess that's something I could have used. Oh well. I guess you can have this. To repel spirit specifically. Okay. Sure, I guess I'll give you that. Why not? Maybe put the Terra one down there, so, you know, I run less of a risk of accidentally selling it. Another energy elixir. So she does have a Terra wand and a null wand. That's the one, right? Null wand is the one that can deal really heavy damage. Okay, anyway, healing elixir as well. Wait, don't we have any of those? We do. Okay, saving those up for the end game, I suppose. Oh, what are these? You inspect this magical device. It is inert and covered with dust, probably waiting for someone to repair it. Okay. Probably for the better. Also, well, I almost missed you there, buddy. And here we get some more crystals and a sneak peek at whatever this tunnel is. That's underneath the graveyard. Okay. Is there a place there that I can... Oh, you know what? I think one of these last couple of episodes I was talking about being able to unlock certain things. Yeah, now that I have higher tool use. Okay. And this might actually connect? Oh no. Oh no. No, I don't want to. This is so stupid. Okay, consider that a sneak preview. Sorry, Lulu, it hit you again. Alright. Okay, that's fine. You know, revival was literally right around the corner. Okay, we're gonna deal with that next time, I guess. So I don't forget, I'm gonna save right here, I suppose. I think I will... Yeah, I'm too curious not to. I will go ahead and, you know, try dealing with the bandits even faster than I did this time, just to see if maybe we can get better than just most of the supplies saved. I really doubt it, but you know, it shouldn't take very long to confirm. And I'm gonna report back with any results. But even then, I mean, I've done a few things since then, so I'm unlikely to actually redo all of that, unless the reward somehow is vastly better than what we got. We'll see, though. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.